Hi, I'm Jacqueline from Airport Improvement Magazine, and I'm here today with Ken Parrott from Impact Recovery. Hi, Ken. How are you?
Good. I'm well.
So tell us a little bit about Impact Recovery and kind of what you do in the aviation industry.
Sure. Impact Recovery is a privately held company out of San Antonio, Texas. We've been around for 35 years now. We started in the traffic control industry, and now we have a line of protective guarding that we're selling. It's particularly good for surface mount applications. It dampens energy, it protects the concrete, and it's reboundable. So when it gets impacted, it doesn't get damaged, and it doesn't damage the concrete. So it's a very durable, long-term product.
And is that specifically your new slow stop product?
That's our slow stop product.
Okay.
And so the application in airports are pretty much anywhere there's protective guarding, whether it's protecting baggage conveyors, outside protecting light posts or fire hydrants, or anything really that needs to be protected.
So how does the rebounding steel design help absorb impact?
So it's an all steel design that uses modular parts, but within the base there's a rubber elastomer, and that elastomer is free floating from the other parts, and when it gets impacted, that elastomer dampens all the energy, and so it allows it to tilt about 20 degrees while dampening the energy and protecting the anchors. So that softens the impact, it softens the damage to the operator or the driver who may be impacting. It protects the concrete and it protects the barrier itself.
And why do you prefer using the steel over polymer in the design?
Well, steel has two main advantages over polymers. First off, polymers can't really be used well outside because no matter how much UV protection you put into a polymer, over time the sun's going to break down the polymer. Second, a lot of polymers have to use special formulations for cold weather, whereas our steel and our rubber has a very large range of temperatures that it operates in. So we rate from minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit to as hot as it gets anywhere in the States.
Right. So what are the most high traffic areas within airports that you would use your products, and kind of go over installation and whatnot with us?
So we use mostly on the air side. We're especially used at baggage conveyors. We're often used there. They see a lot of damage, and obviously if a baggage conveyor gets impacted, there's a lot of downtime associated with that. We're used to protect control panels, electrical panels, anything outside such as light posts, fire hydrants, jetways, all the GSE type equipment. As well, we're seeing a lot of electric chargers being put on airports, and those chargers are very expensive, so our product is being used to protect those electric chargers from being damaged.
For vehicles or?
From the vehicles themselves. So They have to park the vehicles next to the charger to charge them and to make sure they don't impact the charger. Installation of the product is very easy. It's a modular product. It only requires, you can install a base in 15 minutes. It really only requires hammer drilling into the concrete and then impact wrenching down the base. All the connectors are all modular. We have elbows, T's, crosses, so we can make any configuration that you would need to protect an area.
So whenever an airport is doing a redesign or an update of any of these high traffic areas, what kind of factors should they keep in mind when they select, and at what point of the process should they reach out?
Well, we would prefer to be contacted as early as possible. We rate all of our products based on the weight of the vehicle that might be impacting it, the speed that vehicle might be traveling, as well as the angle, the incidence angle of a potential accident. So those are the key factors for us. And we have 3 different sizes. We have 4 different sizes, so we can adjust the size of our guarding to fit what is an appropriate size for the application.
What other sort of projects would people be able to use impact recovery services in? What areas in an airport, or what needs?
Well, what we find is that when the customer really understands the problem, and that is the problem that their rigid guarding is destroying the concrete, and they're constantly having to repair not only the guarding but the concrete, and maybe they move. So we're finding a lot of maintenance sort of requests where they're tired of replacing the rigid guarding over and over again.
Right.
So they'll call us and we'll be able to give them a solution that will really be a permanent solution, and they won't have to continually repair the old rigid guarding that they're used to.
because like you said, with the steel, it's going to uphold rain,
Yep.
shine, sleet, snow, cold, hot,
Absolutely.
whatever.
Absolutely.
Well, Ken, thanks for telling us about impact recovery and your steel solutions that can withstand pretty much anything and all the ways they can safeguard airports. So thanks for chatting with us today.
Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.